with the Seattle Seahawks rebuild, Madden 24 franchise mode. Um, Last week we took a nice L at home against our division in the Rams, 30-20. It was at least to say that thing was a dogfight. Second half just couldn't really get nothing going with my offense. So I'm thinking this week we implement a little bit more for the run, so that way we can have that run, that pass catch opportunity deep downfield. So I'm excited just to be able to continue to see what we can do with this franchise mode. So the weekly strategy, this a monster right here as well. In the Lions, they do a lot of things well. So I'm gonna have to dig deep in my defensive line. This week they got to get some pressure. We got a couple sacks last week. We got an interception. Should have had 3, but that's in the past. We'll worry about the Rams in another date and time. And I got film on them, so now I know what they want to do, man. So we go back and we look at that film, and we will be able to. So I'm gonna give it to the defensive coordinator Scott.
Stat points can be when you have to see what some talent trees make you select a path to.
So we're gonna go defensive back guru. I wish they made them things reasonable. I wonder how they're gonna make them in college football. So it was a tough game, man. And that switching to that simulation one now, it feels real. Like I feel like every play matters. Outside of competitive when I just read them before. So we are in Detroit. Great. And we will be taking on the Detroit Lions. Now, we are at 81 overall. They're at 83. But I know they want to run the ball heavy. They want to run the ball real heavy. So what I'm going to do will be to just try to keep them honest. Try to keep them honest.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today,
after this game, I'm going to see, because otherwise I might have to switch to Geno Smith and see how he can run this offense.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
All right, week 2, here we go.
First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career's been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise?
235.
It seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns. It led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Oh, man. Really? How do you sneak out there like that?
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. They will run for the first time with David
Montgomery. Good job, Baker.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Throwing on third, Goff.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Seahawk defense.
Let's go.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
That's how you start that out, man. Against a tough team on the road. That's how you start out.
Can take over and get some points on the board. James now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter in the future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along.
There it is.
They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now Howell.
Oh, yeah, that's tough right there. That's tough right there. Let's go.
Yes, touchdown.
Let's go.
Jackson Smith and Jigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Come out firing.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left.
Oh, wow. Are you serious? Come on. What?
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
That's crazy, bro.
The uprights, and we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards.
That route's starting to get a little annoying, bro. I swear I was in zone something. I don't understand how he was that wide open. I'll look at him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
So, frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna switch to the one where Shadur Sanders. I'm gonna see if Quinn Ewers gonna be there, because if he is, I might go get him.
72 yards.
Depending on what I can draft, he'll do it. Otherwise, in trades, I might go get the wide receiver.
But stop short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd down and 1.
Oh, yeah, we got him.
Completed to Fant on the right side.
What's the hold?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Holding offense.
That's crazy.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Still 3rd down.
3rd and 9 here. And how we'll throw it.
Oh, yeah. Sip it in there.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37. A gain of 22.
Let's go, baby. Hey, we moving this thing right now. So let's chill on this. I got to turn 2 clock on.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32. The Seahawks had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, good blocking.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This time they'll throw.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Let's go.
Ken Walker, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Real deal Holyfield over here, man.
Automatic 1st down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Oh, wow.
Get this down
Get out of here.
38. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll try the air now with Goff.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. If he would have put it on, that was a pick for you.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent
Tried to
gain.
hit stick.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. That is close. And in for the Lions touchdown. And Ross St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes, right side. Pass
Take that.
midfield.
Take that to the crib. You ain't catching him. Oh, wow. Really?
He goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And he finds Lockett in the end zone.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Let's go.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
It's a totally different offense right now, man. Totally different offense. I told y'all, we just needed to get the playbook down.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more
How much defense got to
in
spend
his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising.
Seahawk
We
football
balling out here today, bro. We balling out here. We just have to make this second quarter a tough one. Like, we can't give up a lot of
The
points.
kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start.
Man, are you sick? Man, come on, bro. You see, this is what I be talking about with Madden, bro. That's my fault right there, bro. The last tackle, bro.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this
give my defensive coordinator some praise, and this week can't stop a nosebleed.
Coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this.
Oh, yeah, we out of there. All right, I guess we're just doing that, just like that.
He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
What's going on, bro?
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a
pick that off, man.
And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
Get some pressure. We just need to get some pressure. That's it. That's all we need to get with some pressure. Good job. Finally get a stop.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan,
let's start eating some of this clock, bro.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
That boy, Sam,
offense as they take over.
Kenneth
Walker headed back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Howe's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
He's 9 for 9 right now with 2 tubs. He looks like a different quarterback in his offense now. He just had to get it down pat, man. That's all he had to do is just get it down pat. He looks like a different quarterback in his offense. He just had to get it down pat.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Look at Metcalf right now, man. We alert. We're alert. We're starting to ball out, man. I can go get him the ball. A lot of different things.
Walker with it. And he's able to get to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Powell. Setting up the screen here.
Oh, he did.
Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free. That was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
12 for 12.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
12 for 12.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Powell, 3rd and
goal.
Goal.
That's in there. Good job.
Caught him
4 touchdowns for Sam Howell, man. He is a new junior quarterback in this offense, man. All he needed was a week to remember the plays. That's it. He just needed to get comfortable with the system.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, it's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Oh, you can't get out of here, bro.
Across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
Let's go.
Hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Goff.
Come on. Oh, okay. I was about to say, dang, bro. I like that, though. Thank you.
Oh, man, for him to
He
be
had that.
wide open and drop.
And he got banged, though.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's James returning. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Sam Howell and the rest of this offense
running back out. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Holding stuff, man.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd
I really
down.
like the elusive backs, bro, because I'm taking that to the crib, bro, with an elusive back. Still running.
Traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Howell going to go for it.
Look at this.
Pass
Oh, that ball. Let's go.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell.
Oh,
With the
what?
clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They set the pressure. And I still threw an accurate ball, and they still didn't let my dog catch the ball.
The intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone is a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just He's got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Yes, sir. Oh, no!
Another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders.
Wow.
Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Boy, this game be blowing my mind.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
My man's wide open, but I can make a 57-yard field goal.
A little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Good job. Defense, defense playing good, man. Defense and offense, I got to give it up, man. Whatever I said with the offensive coordinators last week, they made everything happen. Now, we gave up 21 points, but we've been doing straight. Not too bad.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South. We head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bears seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Raiders still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He accounted for 3 touchdowns overall, 1 on the ground and 2 in the passing game, as his all-around skills were on display in those first 2 quarters. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
We're back, baby.
Okay,
we're back.
Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We're back, baby. We're back. Oh.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, wow.
One of the linebackers has got it. And
that's the second one of the season.
And will take over at the 24-yard line.
Wow.
So that's a solid start to the second. The Lockers losing, thinking you're kidding. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start with the option. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he slides and covers up. He's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
Little boy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead, Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. Al down to throw it. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, my God.
And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Lions will take over. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 45.
Thank you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Give to Walker on the read option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Why would you tell me
maybe
hard?
A measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing here, Howell.
Oh, yeah.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And Howe will throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That's game time.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
Let's go.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Another shot now for this Lions offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Hey, 76.
Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's a horrible animation.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Bust through the tackle. And a great
Man, get out of here, bro. Are you serious right now? This man it's hard to tackle like that. Stop playing.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. James now to return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Oh, good. Now he hurt, huh?
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe
that was
10.
funny.
Not there.
They both got stuck on each other.
As the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Option play, they'll give to Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
There you go.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes The other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Myers' kick is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return
tighten up a little bit. They ain't showing no more sense. So
back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here come the Lions now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Are we serious right now?
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Oh,
and a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
Let's go. I don't care about what you're talking about, bro.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport. But after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Throw left side, caught by LaPorta.
Good job.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
That is caught. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there, a 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Walker.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts.
That's right. Good job. That's what I'm talking about, bro. We come back the next week and drop 55.
Kenneth Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Stop.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They ain't paying him yet in this game.
Catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The screen for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
This is
They
away,
didn't
but
score
boy,
no
headed
points
straight
in the
for the
second half.
sidelines. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want
That boy to the ground. Okay, DK. Let that young pup know. Chill out.
Wow, that's a really big game.
2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Oh, yeah.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Saying, I know how to work this
yards
offense
there on the
too.
catch and run.
Okay. All right, I'm nervous now.
Throwing now, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this.
61-21, 62-21. Let's go, bro. Last week was crazy. That's division. These boys don't know nothing that I'm doing, bro.
Something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1.
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working.
Defense played great in the second half. Offense turned up too much in the second half for these boys, man. We got the second dub, 1-1, about to be 500, and we looking to get another dub after this, man. We just get
This will
dubs.
be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One last throw here for Goff. A little short pass here taken in.
Go. Good dub, baby.
And I don't think
Good
he got
dub.
there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together.
Let's go, baby. Hey, man. We turned up this game. I know we ain't allowed 20 points or less, but we allowed 21 or less. So that was the game, man. Seahawks versus the Lions. You see, we derailed them boys 62-21. Next week we got Bryce Young and Carolina Panthers coming to Seattle. So that should be a good game. We played great today. Our defense turned up, so we're gonna see what we are. Our offense is number one, passing number one, defense number one. And I'll go to the next week right here so I can see if anything on that changed. Probably not, because we gave up over 100 yards in rushing and 200 yards passing. Carolina number one against the pass. We number one, period, in the offense. What we looking at Carolina? Man, they want to get him because he was just messing stuff up. They don't get nothing comparable to him. Do I need a linebacker? Yeah, I need a linebacker. So he got traded to the Vikings for Blake. And then somebody want Darrell Taylor. Probably some stupid Jeff Okuda, Ray McLeod, neither. All right, so can I do it now? Which one is you? What draft pad is it? Let me just ask the community really quick what they think. Dang. So I got all these babies. Let's see what this is. And if it's trash, then I don't think I'm gonna ever get clean errors. Viewers. Let's see what this is. Should it be 2026? Dang, what's this man trying to cut? Well, either way, I'll figure it out. So that was that game, man. We're in week 3 right now. So I will see y'all boys in the next stream. Just hit me up, like, subscribe in the messages, and we can get to it.